Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 5. Let's quickly go over what happened last episode. Main takeaway, Christian finally got her message out somewhere. She sent it to Anna. Maybe, potentially, the best person, best case scenario, in terms of her actually getting out this message. I don't think she would have had hope with sending it to fucking Esteban. I mean, she was going to give it to Admiral Souther, or Souther. I don't know how to pronounce it. But my prediction is that before she even gets it to Souther, Wynn is going to kill him. Because Wynn already is having his doubts about Souther. I don't know how to pronounce it. Christian pronounces it Souther, but other people pronounce it Souther. So I'll pronounce it Souther because I love Christian. And her outfit last episode. Oh, can we talk about that? Can we talk about that for 1 second? Let's just have a moment of silence for Christian's outfit last episode because... Okay. I think that her best hope is Anna because if she gets it to Souther and Souther has it and then Wynn finds out that Souther has it, Wynn is working with Aaron, right? Or it was speculated that he was. So even if there's speculation, I'm going to take speculation as the truth because it seemed like he was into some pretty fishy shit when he wanted to immediately go track down Souther when Souther was interrogating Kotyar, or at least getting the truth, the real information. So Wynn is kind of onto Souther's shit, and it makes me very nervous for Souther's future, and then I'm nervous also for Anna's future because of the message that she now holds in her hands. Because if Aaron Wright finds out about it, I can say with 100% certainty that she will die, or she will be killed by Aaron Wright, because as easily as he covered up the death of the Martian defense minister, he can cover up Anna's death because she doesn't have any political importance. I mean, she's writing the speeches for Esteban. Nobody would care or notice if she died and it was covered up. Let's just say that. In other news, with the proto-molecule, new information was revealed. The proto-molecule can talk to each other in real time. Different forms of the proto-molecule can communicate with each other. So I think that was kind of like visualized with the disassembly thing. So even though they're in separate places, they're not assembled into one form, they could still communicate with each other. At least that's kind of how I interpreted it as. The only thing that we've actually seen disassembled was the Arbogast a couple of episodes ago. So that's the only thing I could really think of. Oh, and Eros. Eros was disassembled. So maybe that's something. Maybe that's a lead. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking. Those are all my thoughts. I'm going to get into the episode. So without further ado, let's get right into episode 5.
Though I don't understand how you did it, your command deck was sheared clean off.
James Holden,
Oh,
the
God.
Taker, who blamed us for blowing up the Canterbury and got the Donnie killed.
We tried to take the ship by force, but we were unsuccessful. There was a Martian Marine on board, Gunnery Sergeant Roberta Draper,
The Defector.
as well as UN Deputy Undersecretary Christian Avasarala. She was there too.
You got a nickname for her, too?
It's a little hard to believe, son.
Avasarala wanted us to get to you and Admiral Souther. She says he's an honorable man. He wouldn't fight an illegitimate war.
He's been fighting one. And based on the number of our ships he's knocked out, he's pretty good at it, too.
There's nothing on Io about volcanoes, bad weather, and stink.
And maybe something we don't know about. Something important
Yeah.
enough to divert a UNN flagship in a war zone. Type beam MCRN command. Inform them that we have received intel that the UNN Agatha King is en route to Io for an unknown objective.
Interesting. So everybody's going to be at Io at some point in time. Maybe this episode.
I need the proto-molecule.
There it is.
Naomi was right.
She's a very clever girl. Earth doesn't have a sample.
You're the reason we're in this mess.
My favorite saying used to be, Earth must come first. This is about the survival of our species.
I tried saving the world. All I did was make it worse.
But at least you tried. I need a sample. For the good of Earth, Mars, and the Belt. You're not a child. So stop acting like one.
I mean, I assume she does want one for this war because she's looked at as a treasonous person right now, right? So if she gets a sample to Earth, maybe everybody won't hate her as much. I don't know.
Ever since Wynn came on board, he's been tight beaming back and forth between the UN and IO. And everything's off buffer, against regs.
Keeping you in the dark and relieving you of command for no fucking reason. Something is off.
We've been talking
Yeah, you think?
quietly to some of the other ships.
There's a reason he's fleet commander.
Yeah, because Souther stepped down.
Sure it wasn't more like stepped on?
Well, Wynn certainly has the right qualifications. Be ready to kiss Aaron Wright's ass.
I'm glad he's in charge at a time like this.
It's probably why he's working with Aaron Wright for Earth. He's another person that's willing to do anything for their home.
What you said before,
Holy shit.
when you were studying that man, were you also talking about the arbor gas on Venus?
I think so. You make it, and it works. All the parts put together. And we need
To know what you're trying to do, what do you want?
to find pieces from building across the up for the work. You can't stop the work!
What are you building?
The control module used to program the hybrids is attached directly to the brainstem. I might be able to use it to slow his metabolism. It's all under control now.
You could tell he's horrified, but he just has no soul. So he just does not care.
The Hammurabi's closing in fast.
We'll await my instructions. And you will get the fuck back to work. I need to confirm this is real.
Wynn is Aaron Wright's creature. They're in this together.
I need to confirm it first.
How do
Be
you,
ready for anything.
how do you confirm that it's real? You just trace it back to whoever made it?
Tell me exactly what Aaron Wright said in that message you claim he sent to Avasarala.
He was working with Jules, Pierre on a secret weapons program. He said he ordered the destruction of a Martian ship that was supposed to pick up a weapon on Ganymede.
What ship?
Karakum. That was it. Avasarala sent you the comms buffer. She fainted.
Admiral Souther,
No.
please come with us.
No.
Admiral Wynn would like to see you.
No.
Now.
Just when things were getting fucking juicy. It's like nothing can go right. Nothing can go my way. Or Souther's way, apparently. I have a bad feeling that Souther is gonna get killed.
I know you feel like I betrayed you. It's almost funny to say this after everything we've been through, but
Bro.
you don't really know me.
Does he even know she has a kid?
You know, I used to run with the OPA. I was with someone. He was a romantic, an idealist. He always believed what he was doing was right.
No, I'm
Sounds
not that guy.
sounds familiar.
I had a child with him. A baby boy. Philip, the man I loved, took him away. I was desperate. And I signed up to the Canterbury to disappear.
It's messed up.
But then Eros happened. And Ganymede, seeing all those belters suffering. And you cared so much. It made it hard to stay numb. I'm not sorry I gave the protomolecule to the belt. I'm sorry for the way that I did it.
Damn.
I'm never gonna like what you did. But I can't hate you. You're doing what you thought was right.
That's so messed up what she had to go through. Her son is still alive though, as far as we know.
Soon. Work. Finish. Soon.
Come with me, please.
That's what they want to do to every kid?
Sedation protocol. I'm sorry, sir. He won't be talking to us again.
Then we need another conduit.
This subject hybridized with the protomolecule better than anyone I've ever seen.
Not May.
Of the remaining subjects, the one with
No.
the most similar genetic profile would
It's gonna be May.
May.
Not her. You could see it in his face. He doesn't want that to happen.
Make it happen.
It's like his daughter all over again. He doesn't even care. Poor Julie. She deserved
Family
better.
accounts are now unfrozen. The tech team will be down shortly to collect all the materials related to the project.
Basically, what I think is Christian needs to get there before Wynn does, so that she can get a sample and kill him, fuck
Yes.
shit up, and
We've known each
yeah,
other a long
that's
time.
it.
Just couldn't leave it alone, could you?
There's still time to make this
You're
right.
relieved of duty.
Sir, to Hammer Abbey. We're almost within range of the torpedoes. Battle stations.
We should have a firing solution on the Agatha King in 5 minutes.
How long before the rest of the fleet will be able to engage?
11 ships should have firing solutions 3 minutes after we do. Full fleet engagement 5 minutes after that.
I want a slower approach, increased braking burn, 1/4.
You sent that video to Souther, so that could be
I
considered.
know what it could be considered.
Treason.
War's an inherently unstable interaction of 3 things. Intense emotion, politics, and luck. Luck opens a door and lets a couple of grunts figure out how not to fight.
That's great and noble, sir. But we're in a shooting war, and I prefer to win it.
I hope they get there before Wynn and the Agatha King does, because I need to see Christian and Jewel Pierre Mount interact. I mean, we're talking about she's the next person that they're gonna experiment on, so they need to pick up the pace a little bit. It's happening now? Holy shit.
What the hell was that?
If they end the episode before they get to May,
Maintain course and speed.
good.
They don't want to shoot. If they did, they would have done it already. They're testing us to see who we really are.
Weapons. Prepare all tubes. We're gonna give them everything we've got.
Belay that order. In accordance with the military code of justice, I am relieving you of command.
This is mutiny.
For conspiring to wage an illegal war. I have proof taken into custody.
But you wouldn't say.
We are standing down.
Wow.
I repeat, we are standing down. I have relieved Fleet Admiral Wynn of duties under charges of conspiracy. We're
Good.
fighting an illegal war.
No, are you kidding?
I'm ordering all UNN ships to take any actions necessary with the academics.
No. I predicted it, but I was not prepared for that. Fuck you, dude.
You're under arrest for attempted mutiny.
No.
Traitors.
You're
Call
the
the fleet.
traitor.
Our fleet.
Yes, sir. Channel open.
We have put down an attempted mutiny by Admiral Souther. All ships are ordered to return to the AO immediately and prepare to engage.
I'm not happy right now. I'm not happy at all.
Jimenez, this is Admiral Wynn. I am ordering you to return to the fleet or be considered a deserter.
I can't believe Souther is dead.
Weapons. Give me a missile lock and the Jimenez.
I was like, yay, victory, finally, something I want. Souther succeeding. It's gonna work. Maybe he won't die. Clearly, I was wrong. Alright, man, you don't gotta be that
Is
intense.
anyone else here? Jimenez, this is your final warning.
Ugh.
Jimenez has been destroyed, sir.
If they knew what else he had been... Come on. No! She could have gotten 2 good shots in there. Shot him in the side. If they knew what Wynn was complicit in on Io, they would have never... Nobody would have been on his side.
Jesus, they're firing at each other.
I mean, testing on
Captain, they're
children?
in disarray. We should take them out.
No.
Fuck.
The hell is that?
wants the hybrids.
What? That's what that is? No. Oh my god, is that the end of the episode? Are you kidding? Are you actually kidding? Jesus Christ, I gotta watch the next episode. That's really rude that they would end the episode that way. I just want to say that first and foremost. Really fucking rude. First of all, the second that I thought, I'm gonna start with Admiral Souther, and Wynn. My voice is like shaking because I was not expecting Souther to die. I predicted that he would die, but I thought it was just gonna be like a kind of in the middle or beginning of the episode kind of thing, because Wynn was clearly on to Souther and didn't really want him to work closely with him, so I thought that he was just gonna get rid of him. But obviously something would have needed to happen before he killed him to give him precedent for that. So basically Souther, and I thought that Souther was taking the upper hand, was one step ahead of Wynn, and he got a little task force together and he was calling Wynn out for his conspiring with Ehrenreich, and clearly that didn't work out because Wynn just took it upon himself to shoot him. That sucks. That friggin' sucks. So, the only other people that we know have access to this message and this information are Anna and then the captain of the Hammurabi. So, that's the only, they don't have it verified either, so that information is nothing if they can't verify it, if they can't prove that it's real, if they can't prove that it wasn't recorded under false pretenses or with, a gun pointed at Ehrenreich's head. So they need to prove that it's actually an authentic message before doing anything, which sucks because we were so close to that happening this episode. Yeah. I'm just like in shock. That was a really intense episode. That felt like a season finale. So I need a breather after that. But I really do want to watch the next episode because of what happened at the end. Apparently the hybrids were released. So the hybrids aren't the children though, because they only had just started testing on May because they finished with Katoa. Katoa, obviously he was like brain dead or something, Strickland was saying. So May would have been the next person to experiment on. So those things that they were shooting out were not the children. Were they the hybrids? I'm a little bit lost on that. Because if they're the children, then there would be no reason to go to Io anymore unless there was other, samples there. But if it was the children, it would have wiped out all their experiment, any evidence of it. But if it wasn't the children, then they could still continue on their mission to Io. I don't know. All my questions will be answered if I just watch the next episode, so I kind of want to do that. I'm just like, my brain hurts after this episode, and my heart. It's like we get so close to seeing what we want to see happen, and then it's just ripped away from us. So that's fun. Super fun. All I can say is that Ehrenreich chooses the people that he wants to work with very correctly, because the people that he works with are very much like him. They're like his little minions. In the case of Wynn, he's basically like Ehrenreich Jr. He knows how to get what he wants, and he's going to do he's going to do everything to make that happen. So he works with people that I think he sees a lot of similarities in and a lot of, similar characteristics for sure. I need to recover after that episode, so I'm going to stop talking and take a break and then probably get into episode 6, because you're really going to leave me with a cliffhanger like that. That's brutal. That is brutal. So yeah, I guess those are all my thoughts. As always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other reactions if you have not already, and I will see you guys for episode 6. Alright, bye guys.